Students, in this video, we will discuss the implementation of stack with the help of linked list. So, firstly, we'll open this file. It is not in full screen, so I will press Alt plus Enter. Now it is in the full screen. Students, we have discussed the algorithms of the stack in the class, and we have also discussed the theory of the stack, that in stack we use the first in last out operation, and we use the two type of operations are performed on the stack, and which are push and pop. So now we will discuss or we will make a program of the stack with the help of the linked list. So you can see that the first three lines are the header files, and your main program starts from the fourth line, which is void main. Okay, so firstly we will create a node of the linked list, and we have given it name node. And as we know that node has two parts, the information part and the link part. And the nature of link part is that it is a pointer to the node. So we have written this thing as struct node pointer link. Okay, now during this program we will use various variables, and we will use the various pointers of struct node type, and their names are top, new node, and ptr. Okay, so firstly we will discuss the push operation in the stack. To start this operation, we will start with the top variable. This variable will point to the first node of the linked list, or you can say it will point to the top of the stack. So initially when the stack is empty, your top will be equal to null. Okay, so we are trying to understand the push operation here, and for this purpose we have taken a choice variable, and we have initiated it with the y, and we have used a while loop here so that we can keep inserting the nodes in the stack until users say it do not further want to insert new nodes. Okay, so firstly we'll create the memory for the new node, and for this we'll use the malloc function. And this malloc function is a library function, and this function's definition is given in the alloc.h. So we have included that file in our program also. And this malloc function will return some memory, and we will change that memory to struct node type of pointer, so that we can store this memory in the new node, because new node is a struct node type of pointer. So whatever memory is getting created with the help of malloc, that has to be typecasted to the struct node type, struct node pointer type, because we want to store this thing in the struct in the new node. Okay, so now we will insert some value in the new node, and for this we'll give an output on the screen, and will give a message that enter the item you want to insert in the stack, and we will read that value with the help of cin, and we will store this thing in the new node info part, right? So this thing is stored in the new node info. Now when we will insert the node in the stack, we have discussed this thing in the class, that it is nothing but insertion at the beginning in the linked list. So we know that how to insert a new node at the beginning of linked list. For this we have to adjust the links. The links will be adjusted in this manner. The link part of the new node will be equal to the top, and now the top will be equal to the new node. Okay, we have discussed this point in detail in the class. I think you have understood these 2 points. Now after that it will ask this question, that do you want to push one more node in the stack, and we will read this thing in the choice. If user will enter y, then it will run this while loop again, and it will ask the value for the second node, and after that it will insert that node at the top, and after that it will again ask. to insertion of new node. Okay, so I think this point is clear. So after this, after insertion operation, we will traverse the stack element so that we can see what is present in the stack. For this purpose, we will take a pointer ptr and we will initiate this thing with top, and after that we will give a message that item in the stack after push operation are this. So for this purpose, we will again use a while loop, and we will run this loop until this ptr is not equal to null. Okay, because at last you will reach at a position where your ptr will be null, so we will stop at that point. So what we will do here, we will do nothing, we will just print the info part of that pointer which is pointing to a particular node at a point. Okay, so this is the ptr info, and after that we will give some space, and after that we will update the ptr to link of ptr, and it will keep printing the info part of the various nodes until the value of ptr is not equal to null. Right, so this is the simple as push operation, and this is the traversal of the stack elements after the push operation. Right, so now we will understand the pop operation in the same program. To understand the pop operation, we will set the ptr to top. Now we have discussed this thing in the class also, that pop operation is nothing but deletion at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, so for this we have initiated this ptr to top because top points to the first node. Now we have set the choice equal to y, because if you want to pop the data or the node again and again, so we will do this with the help of loop. Okay, so we have initiated this choice with y, and we have run a loop that that perform these steps until your y is equal to your choice is equal to y. Right, so here we will check this thing that if your top is equal to null, in that case you do not need to perform the pop operation, because it will indicate that your stack is empty, because if your top is null, it means there is no node in the stack, and you do not need to apply the pop operation. So if this is the case, you will simply show this message that the stack is empty, and after this the loop will be breakdown here. Okay, so otherwise it will go to the simple else part, and in the else part it will run this line, see out item popped is this. So it will show the item which is popped from the stack, and after that it will set the ptr to ptr link. It will set the ptr to ptr link. Okay, okay, I have made a mistake here. It will pop this thing, and it will set the top to ptr link, because initially your ptr was equal to was equal to the top. So now after the deletion it is like this, or you can also write this in this manner, that now the top is link of top. It is same. Okay, so now your ptr info is this, and now your top is equal to link of top. Okay, so now this is the point, and after this you can write one more line here, and that line is free ptr. This free ptr line is here, that it will release this thing, release the ptr. Right, so this is the point here related to the pop. Now after applying the pop operation, it will again ask you that whether you want to pop another item from the stack, and if the user is entering y, in that case this loop will again run and it will pop another item from the stack. Okay, so after applying the pop operation, we will traverse the elements of the stack, so that we can see that whether the pop operation has been performed here or not. Okay, so for a moment I am closing this line because I think it is not showing this as a library function. So for this moment I am closing this and I am running this program so that we can see that whether it is giving the correct output or not. So to run the program, we know that we press the control and enter, and this F9, sorry, control and F9. So there is no error and it is giving a message that enter the item you want to insert in the stack. So I will insert 20. It is showing, do you want to insert one more item in the stack? I will press yes, and now I will enter 40. I will enter one more item, so I will enter Y here, and now I will enter 60, and now in this case I will enter no. So it is showing me that the items in the stack after the push operation is 60, 40 and 20, and because after the push operation we have traversed the elements of the stack, and after that we have applied the pop operation, so one item will be popped from it. So it is the correct item which is popped from the stack. Now it is asking me, do you want to pop one more item? So I will ask yes, and it is giving me a wrong answer. So I will correct this thing here. So we will check the code here. Do you want to, so item, okay, now it is correct. The final result is correct. I think there is some error here. So this is the thing. Now I will see the code here. So why students, I have made the correction in the pop code. So I will open this thing in the full screen. Students, the code for the pop operation is this. Initially your PTR will be set to top, and after this you will set the choice variable to Y, and you will run a while loop and until your choice is Y. So firstly we'll check that if there is any node in the stack or not, and for this we will check the value of top, and if it is equal to null, it will indicate that there is no node in the stack, and will show this message that the stack is empty, and after this we will break the loop immediately. And suppose this is not the case, in that case we will run this thing here, and we will show that the item popped is PTR info, and after that we will set the PTR to link of PTR, and after that we will set your top to equal to PTR. Okay, and this is the code for the pop. And now after this we will ask again that do you want to pop one more item from the stack, and if the user is entering yes, then this loop will be executed once again. Okay, so this is the case here, and now this thing is the traversal of the stack elements, and this is similar to the code. This code is similar to the code which we have written in case of the push operation to see the elements after the push operation. So here you can see that you have initiated the PTR with top, and after that we have written here a line that the items in the stack, okay, after pop, thank you students, are this. Okay, so here we have applied a while loop, and we will run this loop until your PTR is not equal to null, and we will show the info part pointed by the PTR, and after that we will change our PTR to link of PTR. So students, now let's run this program. So we will press the control and F9, and here firstly we will insert some items in the stack. Suppose we are inserting 20, and after this Y, then 40, this again Y, then after that 60. Now I will press N. So the items in the stack after the push are 60, 40 and 20, and item popped from the stack is 60. Now it is asking me that whether I want to pop one more item. So I will press yes. So now it is popping 40, and now I will press N, that I do not want to pop one more item. I will press this, and now the item which is present in this stack is 20. So now this program is correct. Now students, I think you have understood the code of this program also. Now you write this practical in your practical file, and you try to practice this program. If there is any doubt relating to this program, you can ask me through the messages. Okay, thank you students.